let's start doing these 90s, old school 90s stuff. Okay, so it says here popular music in the 90s saw the continuation of teen pop and dance music. Turn page. Pop trends, which had emerged in the 70s and 80s. Furthermore, hip hop grew and continued to be highlighting the successful the decade with the continuation of the genre's golden age, aside of from rap and R&B. And I got a couple of videos with this. After my fireworks display video will be uploaded on Saturday, Monday, and it's gonna be straight old school 90s content. For all my viewers out there, my subscribers, the non-subscribers that were born in the 90s, me, in the 80s, but me, you, all the millennials out there are gonna have some old school nostalgia, golden age 90s content that no one hasn't done on YouTube at all. Let's start. So the ones I have for this coming series on my 90s stuff, I have late teen music. I have got pop music. Also, I've got top 10 90s hip hop music. Top 10 rap songs. And also, I got another one. My friends from work had a good idea. I have a top 10 new metal music. And also, so the history of the 90s stuff with 90s music and history of 90s of all time in the 90s. You got hard rock. You got heavy metal. Death metal. Well, I'm not sure about death metal. It wasn't that popular, but it was for 90s people. But mostly, the popular thing in the 90s was pop, teen pop. R&B and rap was the most iconic thing on the 90s. Same thing with rock, like Pearl Jam, of course. You got all great singers who performed, sing their classic old school 90s music ever in the 90s. And plus, don't forget, there's more 90s content coming up. So I'm going to do a story time on my years when I started listening to 90s music since 1999. The good old days of good old music of the 90s. Nostalgia. That's it for the video on that. So this video will be uploaded tomorrow. Then my fireworks display video will be uploaded on Saturday. I'll be back with old school week of old school 90s content. So that's it for the video. My final thoughts all across North America. Subscribe. If you subscribe, push the bell, push the notifications, push that massive like. Also, live long and prosper, and peace out.